people who watch the recording, I'm going to tell you straight out. If you guys are waiting for the halving, you're going to leave a lot of money on the table. Just going to say that right now. I'm going to repeat it later for people who come in later. But I'm telling you, if you're waiting for the halving, if you think you got 6 months, you're going to leave a lot of money on the table. Okay. Not financial advice, just okay. But hey, yeah. We're going to get into it today. Like, hey, this might be a long show today. We're going to get into it. But first, what's up, Stacking Satoshis? But first, cue my guy, Indigo Saint, and let's get it. Let's get it. Indigo Saint in the building. Black Voo Investing. Let's go.
Who's this producer?
Best believe I was black or invested. With your money, you ain't gotta be guessing. Profits is what we manifested. So we binge on a black or invested. Best believe I was black or invested. Got course in this race, we ain't resting. We got stocks, we got crypto with a blessing. So thank God for that black or invested. Best believe I was black or invested.
Hey guys, let's go ahead and share the screen here. What is up, Rob B? But yeah, guys, like I started the show with, like if you're thinking you have 6 months, you got up until having, seriously, I think you're going to leave a lot on the table. Just seriously, that's my opinion here, and I'm going to tell you exactly why. Check out the title: "Low Supply Crypto Run Happening Now." Okay, right now. I'm going to show you guys kind of some of the money we've already had pile into the crypto market right now, and we're going to talk about a couple of the low supply cryptos that have run already. Okay, and shout out to the patrons. You will get a list later today about low supply cryptos that I think have more to run. Okay, and you got one earlier today that I'm really excited about. And if you can't afford Patreon, of course, come on into the Telegram. We're 100 strong in the Telegram. Links are in the description. Go ahead and share here. What's up, My Crypto Space UK? What's up, Kenneth Carter? What's up, Rob B and Stacking Satoshis? So let's get into it, y'all. I think we should start with kind of a victory lap here a little bit. Shout out to a member in the community, Courtney Johnson. He was telling us about Thorchain and Thorchain. Oh my God, Thorchain. Now, I was lazy. I know when he told me about it, I went to go buy some, right? But it was kind of hard to buy some, and we're going to get into that later. All the cryptos that are kind of hard to buy, that's kind of your tip off that you kind of need to get into it, because by the time they get to the exchanges, like the big ones like Coinbase, sometimes that's just dilution time. Okay, so look at Thorchain. Now Thorchain was here, and we're going to do deeper diving into Thorchain a little bit later. Again, I think this is going to be a long show. So if we go ahead and look, let's do year. So again, from about October 16th, this guy went from 152, and if you go back a little bit further to August, this was sitting at $1, y'all. $1, okay? All the way up to $7.20. That is a 700x. Okay, that's a 7x, guys. All right. Shout out to Courtney Johnson in the community. He called this one. He called it. In our Patreon, Aotes. Shout out to E, our moderator. He posted something about this in our chat, And I was like, let me check this out. I got into it. I told our patrons about it. Patrons got in at about 2 cents. It's sitting at 17 cents right now. What is that? A 9x? 9x? If my math's right, 2 times 9 is 18. So if you're like, just look at what we've talked about. Just those, okay? If you're still, if you were waiting 6 months, you left 7x on the table. Okay. Another one that we told our patrons about, CAS, right? Invested at a 1.5 cents, right? Wanted to zoom in on that, but we'll do that a little bit later. Um, and look at Caspa now, 13 cents. It went all the way up to I think like 15 at one point, and that's like what, a 6 or 7x, right? And for those guys who are still waiting, they're leaving tons of money on the table, right? And there's still money that's going to be, don't take it from just me, little old black Roo, okay? There's a I hear what you guys, trusted people. Let me go ahead and kill our Telegram here because it keeps making things here. I think I have it on my other computer, so it's going to keep making a ding. I might have to go over there and just turn that off. Otherwise, it's going to be heard through the recording. What's up, Casper Holstein? What's up, Nerd Up Inc. Marv? Let me know if that beeping gets too annoying, guys, and I'll go over and turn it off on my other computer. Okay, so where were we? Caspa, okay. Yeah, we got in around here, and that's where that's right now. Like, man alive. Like so many victory laps. One I gave the patrons last week was Mubi, multi-bit. That's up about 40% today. I don't know why it's taking so long to load. Yeah, let me go ahead while it's loading to turn it off. Be right back. Sorry about that, guys. People will hear that during the recording and be like upset. So, Mubi, we were talking about this, and we were talking about how Bitcoin layer twos, or I guess it's not necessarily a Bitcoin layer two, but it's something that's connecting Bitcoin and Ethereum. So if we come down here, once a first ever dual-sided bridge. I swear to God, I just turned it off. I don't know why it's still on. A dual-sided bridge designed for easy cross-chain transfers between BRC20 and ERC20 tokens, and it's taking off. I'm so sorry, guys. I'm not gonna go over there and stop it again. I don't think. Let me know if it gets too annoying. Then I will try to go over there and stop it again. But yeah, I gave this to the patrons at about 2 cents. Here we are, almost another 2x here, right? And there's other ones that they've been given that I could share with you guys, but you see what I mean, right? Like, you will leave money on the table, guys, if you're still waiting here. Damn it. I'm sorry, guys. I'm gonna go attempt to turn that off again because it's bugging me now. Be right back. Just give me a second. Be right back. Okay, I'm back. Hopefully, I just muted it. Okay, sorry about that, guys. So hopefully, because I tried to close it, it wouldn't close. What's up, Janet Hayes? What's up, Nerd Up Inc. Marv? What is up? Run up, get done up. Okay. What's going on? Okay, so now let's go kind of over to some low supply coins that have run within the next period. We got a whole lot to cover. Whole lot to cover. We're gonna get back to Thorchain, by the way. So look at this guy. It's just run up, run up. Okay, starting in, excuse me, it's October 20th area, all the way up to 270. Okay, and up within the last month, it went from 90 to 270. So that's almost a 2 or 3x there. Okay. Um, Low supply, only like same supply as Bitcoin. And if you look at these names, these names have an esoteric meaning. I point these out to you guys because the esoteric part of it is part of it. It's so big in a part of it. If you look at the name Tao and what Tao comes from, and sometimes when you can see these esoteric things, you'll know that that may be something that you want to invest in. Okay. Remember how we've talked about the X a lot. Okay. X, 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 X. Well, Tau, if you're not familiar, Tau is also the Phoenician letter X, which is Tau, Taw. I may be pronouncing it wrong, but that's what it is. Um, so you can see that here, Phoenician letter Tau, X. And what do we know? We've seen so much X, right? XRP, Elon changed Twitter to X. Next year is going to be 2024. 24 is the or X is the 24th letter in our alphabet. X, 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 X. Like that's the theme for like next year, right? And next year will be 2024. I think I said that. I'm not sure. But yeah, Tau. Um, and Tau is also the 19th letter of the Greek alphabet. 19 is like Alpha Omega. That's why you see a lot of people with the kind of name 19, like 19 keys, right? So there's levels to this stuff, okay? There's levels to this stuff. So when you see, if we go even further, uh, just bear with me. I know this is a little off crypto, but when you know some of this stuff, you know it kind of gives you a key to, hey, maybe this is something to invest in even further because they're trying to get into the magic of numbers because numbers have a certain magic to them. Okay, and that's a longer subject than we have time for, but just bear with me here. It'll all come around here. So gematria calculator. So we look at even just the name Tau, just spelling it, okay? You're going to notice something. Okay, that's trying to come up. Okay, we'll wait for that to come up, but we'll keep going over here. So bit tensor, Tau, just keep that in your mind. And it has a supply of 21, just like 21 like Bitcoin, right? Another one we talked about is Celestia. Okay. This one did get listed in exchanges. It didn't kind of dilute, but since it's been listed, it's been booming. And we did mention this one at like $3, I believe. So it's up what? Almost 300%. So another one we mentioned here. We can see here total supply, circulating supply is 148. So even this is kind of big considering all ones that have just run. Still a very, very small supply when we consider things like XRP, which has 100 billion supply. Things like Cardano, which has like a 45 billion supply. And still, those aren't even as big as things like and Shiba Inu and stuff like that, right? Pepe, okay? So another small supply coin that is running, okay? Okay, let me see if this is loaded yet. Okay, we gotta go here. And I'm so sorry about those sounds, guys. I tried to kill it, and it wasn't working out for me. Okay, maybe if I log in, this will go faster. Okay, there we go. So Tau. So right away, we notice 6. I told you guys a whole bunch about the number 6. And you know the number 42. 42, the number 42 comes up so much. But here we are with the 21 again, right? Why is 21 so important? 21 million Bitcoin, 21 million Tau, 21 million Tau. This thing comes up so much. And if we look at the god Saturn, which is the god of time, Chronos, there's that 21, and there's that 42 again. So, I mean, there's just higher level stuff going on here, guys. I'm telling you, bro. Like, and I'm just touching on the surface of it. Like, I'm not, you know what I mean? Like, it's crazy, bro. It's crazy. But let's see what we got in the chat here. Yes, Stan, I owe you Wagami Games. I'm going to stop the show for a second here and just go look at Wagami Games because last show, Stan gave a super chat and I completely forgot to look at Wagami Games. So we're going to look right now because I value Stan. And the fact that he's a frequent watcher and he gave a super chat there. So we gotta make sure we get to that right now and not put it off. Wacom Games. Whew. That's a huge supply, bro. 22 2.2 trillion. Okay. That's in there. Let's see who we got watching this. Okay, and what is this built on? Is this on Ethereum? Okay, it's on Ethereum. Like, I'm still loving the game narrative as far as like a pump. If you can follow the things that people are pumping, like the Alex Beckers of the world and the Aliel Trades of the world. And again, remember, it's all about the pump. We're not trying to stay in these. We're just trying to get the pump and move on. Okay. We're not trying to get the dump part of the pump. Okay. Because these influencers are pumping and dumping these gaming tokens. We only want to be involved in the pump, okay, not the dump. to be real frank and out with it. Okay, I don't need to see anyone holding their head or whatever. Okay, this seems like people are pumping this too. Let's see the names. Round the blockchain, of course. Okay. Crypto Queen Amy. Definitely check out her content. She does some great content. Jenna X. Okay, so all the guys that would Miss Team Crypto. Okay, there's a lot of names attached to this. Journey Crypto, Supo Man, he pumps coins too. Paul Barron. Okay, I mean, from all the people that are attached to this, it probably has more of a pump in it. But what I would like to see is for it to break that, and it looks like it's might be breaking that. This level. Oh, it just did. So so yeah, it just broke its previous high. So it's probably good for a pump, more pumps. Okay, so yeah, I would probably, not financial advice, but this seems good in the fact that it just broke its previous high. It's probably good for another X, right? For at least a 2X with all the people that are attached to it. So sorry that I missed that last week, Stan. So we got to it. We got to it for sure this time. Uh we got to it for sure this time. Yeah, that this yeah, exactly. Yeah, exactly. A crypto space UK. It does. It does. It does. They'll probably uh dump it at some point. Probably good for another at least X, right? Um but yeah. But back to this. I owed Stan that, guys. So we're gonna get back here. So Celestia, another one. Just going here, right? What were some of the ones that we looked at last week? But this whole theme, tokens kind of like this that are in this really low supply area are definitely on the run right now. I'm trying to think about which ones I can show you guys that we've already done. Um, uh, let's see here. Well, another victory lap too. Let's get this guy out of Beam. Beam's having itself a nice time. Finally broke over the 1 cent area and seems to be going further. And actually, that we can get back to Thor Chain while I'm thinking of. Oh, this is a different beam. Sorry about that. And we can get back to Thor Chain while I'm thinking about another low supply coin in my head that I wanted to show you guys. This is the wrong beam. There we go. And this beam just had a good time too. This beam. So finally broke through the 1 cent area. Alex Becker and others are pumping this. But something that I saw, it's a DeFi. Looks like it's up and running now too. We're going to get into that in just a second. So over the last 7 days, it's gone from the 0.008 area up to the 0.01 area. And now it actually has its DeFi up and running. I think we see it go even higher, even though it's at a high market cap. It probably has a good billion of a market cap in it, based off of Merit Circle and DCG, who's attached to these guys. But let's go ahead here and bring up DeFi Llama. Brings us into another kind of part that I want to talk about today. The Cosmos ecosystem is kind of just booming right now. Like Thorchain that we talked about earlier. Things like XLR, which I also gave to the patrons. That's another kind of one we can take a little victory lap on. XLR, if you guys are not familiar, XLR is a DApp protocol, and it helps people make DApps really quickly, but they can do it cross-chain. This is another one, kind of a low supply one that is just constantly kind of increasing in price. And like I said, real world use case here in that, and you can see here, kind of lowish. Real world use case in that you can create a cross chain D app with this thing, and it just keeps climbing. We look at the month chart. This is another one I gave the patrons, by the way. It's already up. Because it never hit a bull. Got the limit there for it. Contracts, you can see how it is multi-chain. Okay, Cosmos, Polygon, Avalanche, Binance. It's touching them all. Okay, and let's see if they just show. The about right quick. There we go. Aims to deliver secure cross-chain communication for Web3. This project provides a decentralized network and tools to help builders of decentralized applications, like I was saying, DApps, with seamless cross-chain communication through its protocol suite. Okay, so that's what it is, and you can see cross-chain protocol of several native tokens via their wrapped ERC20 versions, including Avalanche, Ethereum, Phantom, Moonbeam, Matic. Amazing, right? Amazing. But here, coming over here to DeFi Llama. So what I want to show you guys here is, since there's a couple things I want to show you over here. Since October, we were at like 38 billion. Okay, you can see it September, I guess. Here, no, there we go. Yep, October, 38 billion. So, excuse me. Since October, like $10 billion has flowed into the DeFi market alone. Okay, so I think I think we kind of really say that the bull run's like it started, right? The money is flowing in. Let's go. Let's go over here and look at chains right quick. DeFi chains. What we're going to notice here, let's look at Cosmos specifically. Okay. This is, let me zoom it out a little bit. I'm trying to, okay, there we go. Okay, let me zoom it out just a little bit more. Okay, so Thorchain, 24-hour volume. We've got $144 million that has flowed into Thorchain over the last 24 hours. Okay. And here you can see Cosmos. They have not only Chronos, BNB, I believe, is also built on Cosmos. We got Thorchain here. Again, Chronos. Terra ecosystem, which has been blowing up. So there's Terra 2, and Terra Classic is down here, I'm sure, somewhere. Like all of these are built on Cosmos. A lot of money flowing into Cosmos. So possibly if you can find a project that has Cosmos, that links into Cosmos, it's probably going to be a good project, or have some money going through it. Okay. Um, Here, Osmosis is starting to pick back up. Just tons of money coming through on the Cosmos exchange here. Okay. And you can see last month Terra and Terra Classic, and we've seen their price pop up, right? That DeFi money, it's good. It's going through there, right? It's going through there. So yeah, wanted to show you guys that, but let's go take a little general look at chains themselves, just all chains. It's taking a while. This thing is moving slowly. Okay. 1 month change. Look at Reddit. It's having things go through there. And here I wanted to show you guys Beam. I believe this is the Beam that we're talking about, because it says Beam swap and it shows this. So they've got their DeFi up and running. So that should bode well for the price. Let me just make sure here. We'll go to their website. Swap on Beam. So yeah, this seems right. So now that they got their DeFi up and running, we probably see more money go through Beam. Yep. So that is Beam. So that's good news for us, for those who are looking at that. And I don't know if Beam Swap has a token, maybe you might want to get that. But if you're holding Beam, I mean, that might be sufficient enough for you. You have to make that decision. But let's go out for some questions before I keep going here. Okay, Crypto Space UK. Sounds good, bro. Check out Shrapnel token. This is one of my this is my one for the month, December gains. All right, check that out. Shrapnel. Let's look at that right quick. I know I'm looking at these backwards. I apologize, these comments, but let's look at Shrapnel right quick. Why can't I spell? I swear to God. I swear, after the stroke, my spelling went down like a little bit, bro. It went down a little bit. What's up? Okay, what's up, Courtney Johnson? I was just singing your praises, bro. Telling people how you were telling us about Rune. Shrapnel. Okay, let's. There we go. Haha. Okay, let's see. Oh, I didn't mean to change that. Okay, there we go. Shrapnel. Okay, nice. But this market cap has a lot of room to grow. Doing really well. Seems like a really good play. I'm gonna have to. Hasn't reached a million market cap, or 100 million market cap. So there's definitely room to grow here. Let's see. And we'll have to look at the other one as well, the other shrapnel token. Let's whoop. I don't know what's happening right here. Hopefully, you guys can still hear me. Okay, it might have stopped me from sharing my background because it just went pause. Yeah, okay, yep. Stop me from sharing the background. That's fine. We keep going. Oh, so many good comments I see over there. I'm like chomping at the bit to get to them. First, moddable extraction shooter game. Oh, that's pretty cool. Oh man, that's awesome. People love shooter games. And moddable, that's like a gamer's dream right there. Okay. Thanks, brother. I appreciate it. Following, and let's look at the other one, the other shrapnel one. Heck, I might have to play that today, bro. I might have to play that. Telling you guys, I've been eating, besides my job, I've been eating and sleeping crypto for like the last, like, ever, right? The last past. Again, your boy can't spell over here. Cryptor mentioning in the chat another low supply coin that we'll look at here. Rary. Key is like low supply and like low market cap. Once you got those two things, there probably going to be some more money put in it. Okay, I don't know if this one's related or not. You have to let me know. We'll go. Because I know sometimes gaming tokens do have two tokens. Usually like the way they do it. It's taking a little bit to load here. Let me see if there's something I can do about that. Yeah, everything's closed here. Home and wrapper of the shrapnel DAO. Okay. All right, let's look at these comments again. Let me see here. Close that one. Okay, so let me start from the top here. What's up, HBCU Maker? What's up, Critwork? Yo, let's get those VLAPs all day for show. Apparently, ICP just passed their stress test for the CK ETH chain key Ethereum. Ooh, that's great news, Stan. Thank you. Bridgeless connection to Ethereum. Any opinion? What could this mean for ICP? that would mean bullishness for ICP, that they can be both chain key Ethereum and chain key Bitcoin. That's like bananas news for ICP. And they're also a low supply token themselves. That's like crazy bananas news for ICP. Let's go over here and check them out. From what I remember, they're only like 100 million or lower than that with ICP. Sorry, I'm gonna have to close um these Twitters, but I liked from what I saw from Shrapnel. You guys should definitely probably check that out. Um, I'm gonna go buy some tokens, and I might end up playing the game, to be honest with you. So let's see. You can find it on KuCoin, Bitmart. Yeah, and I'm definitely gonna end up buying some of this. Let me actually write that down because I'll walk up off of this this mofo and forget. Where I would not bring my folder over here, right? I'll write it on this. I don't know why I've had so much trouble spelling shrapnel when it's kind of phonetic. Okay, where was I? ICP. Yeah, that's huge news for ICP. Stan, thank you for sharing that. Because get with Mubai. We just got through showing that one. That one's kind of connecting Bitcoin BRC20s and ERC20s. So interoperability is the game. And if ICP can, okay, so total supply is not bad. It's less than 1 billion. So it's low-ish. But that's huge news for them. That's huge news for them. And basically you can use their chain key technology and operate as though like there's no bridge, like you're really on their network. There's like zero hackability there, or not. I guess you can't say zero, but way less than a bridge, right? So that's really huge. That's huge for ICP. And Rary, let's get to Rary 2. I'm gonna write down, probably go buy some ICP after that. Just a little bit more. I have some put up, like Ledger, even though you probably shouldn't use Ledger because they break chain of custody, but they now have ICP on Ledger Live. Let's see here. What was I gonna do? Rary here. So Rary's another one of those candidates, very low supply, low market cap, where probably get some money flowing into here. Total supply 25 mil, and here you go. And we were talking about it last week when Cryptwork brought it up last week. So such a great community here, people sharing things. You know, that's 13% right there, bro. And that's just today. So last week when Cryptwork brought it up, it's like 132. So that's 25% right there. And I think it's is going to keep climbing because 40 million market cap is nothing. And considering where it's been, all the way up here in the 40s, 45 area, getting to like $3.20, just a double, right? Is nothing. Especially considering everyone knows and everyone sees that these type of coins are getting play right now. So I think this is a great pick. Great pick. Yeah, for sure. And NFTs, and that's another thing that like this is a bull market because NFTs are now getting purchased again. That whole thing is ramping up, right? So, and here, if you've never been on Rarible, guys, let's see, we can go to the platform right quick. Excuse me. Foundation enables the future of NFT infrastructure. Oh, and they started their own chain too. That's interesting. Serve royalties for creators. Built on Arbitrum. That's interesting. I just wanted to go to Rarible, which is their I think it's Rarible, right? Something like that. Rarible, they have an NFT platform. Whoa, boy. Spelling is a challenge today. It's a challenge. It's a challenge today. Okay, there we go. I thought that was the name of the platform. People tend to use OpenSea more, but Rarible still gets a lot of play. This whole multicolor thing that they're doing now. Beam's doing that. There's something to that. There's something to that. So yeah, it's like a lot of just NFTs, right? It's another place you can sell your stuff. The gods. Some people make a lot of money kind of following around NFTs and which one's high and which one's not, and all of this. Okay, they got some DCIP, so you can see like stuff's happening in this area, right? I'm probably not gonna ever cover too much NFT content, but there are channels that do that. We're just here for the coins. I don't know if you guys ever watch Hard Rain with Morgan Freeman. He's just like, we just want the money. Like it's just we just want the coins. Yeah, please like and share on your socials, people. Like I appreciate it. Um, I don't pay enough attention to marketing. I'm really just here for all the people who want to be served. You know what I mean? Like I'm here for whoever comes to the channel. I don't really try to market as much as I should, but yeah, if you guys can do that, I would really appreciate it. Yeah, Q1 retrace might hurt a little bit. Yeah, there may be a Q1 retrace. There may be, but like right now, there's just too much stuff happening to just be sitting on the sidelines. There's Celestias and all of these different ones that are like popping off, where you're getting like double gains in not too long of a time. And again, like, don't just listen to little old Black Roo over here. Um, I was watching Cryptovisor, right? I like Cryptovisor's channel a lot. He's a person that I've shared his stuff on my channel before to you guys, and I've played his stuff on my channel to you guys before. He had a show that he recently did. It was kind of sensational in his topic, where he says, "I'm selling everything," but it wasn't really, because he was considering rebalancing his whole portfolio, because coins like Celestia, coins like Tau and Rarible are just moving. So like, it's almost like, hey, you put something in one of these coins, it doubles in like a week, 2 weeks. That's you know what I mean? That's a lot of money. And definitely go over his channel and check out that show. I'm not going to go to it since we're having kind of internet problems, but definitely go over to Cryptovisor's channel and check out his Selling Everything show. He goes over some of the math of it, where it's like, okay, if I put $10,000 here and this just doubles, then I made $20,000. And, and the beauty of it is, and this is why people are targeting these low cap coins, or these low supply coins with a low cap. You can double them easier. You can, it doesn't take as much volume to kind of get those guys going. Let's trading views just chirping. So let's see what that's all about. Before we go too far on here. I can kill that, and okay. Okay, and let's kill this Rarible here. Let's figure out what's chirping on Trading View before we go any further here. Bitcoin. Okay, did Bitcoin pass another high while we're talking here? That would be nice. Yes, it did. 39K. Here we go. And climbing. Do we reach 40K today? That's whew. Man. And people are still trying to wait, bro. Like, and I think Shook Focus, what he's saying is right. I think at some point we get a little bit of pullback, but like, I don't know if you could just be like, okay, I'm waiting on a pullback now. Like, I don't know that you can. I don't know, like, in the gains that you can make right now, I think, hell, when the pullback comes, I'll just take a little pullback. I'm happy with. I'll be happy with my gains, right? Oh man, that's wonderful. Just it might reach 40 before you get out the show, bro. We'll see. I'll leave it right at 40. Okay, that's close enough. Great stuff. Great stuff. We looked at Shrapnel, XLRs, and Cosmos's ecosystem. It connects to a large pool of projects for interoperability, but it has flaky price action. Is there a future for them? I think so. They have a lot of technology behind them. I think they're in a lot of different VC portfolios as well. Let's go back over here. I can't remember the subscriber that told me about XLR, but there's a subscriber that told me about this like way back in the day, and it had a pullback, and now it's back. So it's kind of been on my radar since they told me about it. But let's go down here. I believe it's in some VC portfolios. Yep, Coinbase Ventures, Binance Labs, SEI equals Galaxy Digital Portfolio, Polychain Capital Portfolio. So, yeah, and of course, Dragonfly Capital Portfolio. So they're in a couple different VC portfolios. So I expect VCs to kind of, they love to pump their bags, right? So yeah, man. Maya, fork of Rune. Okay. Was airdrop to Rune holders. Like I was saying, Courtney Johnson, I was telling you were telling us about Rune. I think it's cacao. It might be difficult to get to, but it may be worth it, guys. It may be worth it. I think this is it here. I think this is it. I don't know why they're not tracking it. Okay, yep, this is it. Okay. So they're saying that they're expanding the Thorchain protocol. Probably have to go to CoinGecko to get the skinny on this. It's cacao. Or cacao. Maybe saying that wrong. Coin market cap. Hold on 1 second, guys. Be right back. Okay. Okay. Now, okay, there we go. Maya protocol. Okay, so where can we get this bad boy? Already up 33%. Another kind of smallish supply. It's been climbing. Where can we get a hold of it? Okay, you gotta. It's like you gotta get a Thorchain wallet and use a DEX to get this. Probably be worth it though. So here, I don't know if E's watching, but if someone can drop this Courtney Johnson, I know you're in the chat. If you can just drop this link into the chat, into our Telegram, I'd appreciate it. I'm going to drop it here for you guys too. What's up, Crypto in Focus? We'll get to all of those. What's up, Julius? Definitely check out the Age of Men podcast. Love those guys over there. I don't miss a week. I swear to God, I went to go watch those guys this week. I was like, wait, they're not on. I forgot they said that they were taking a vacay. Love the Age of Men podcast, guys. Love that podcast. Nick and Julius do a good job over there. And we'll try to bring that up too, even though I'm having these problems. What's up, Richard Judge? Definitely check out Richard's channel. Yeah, man, the weekend's going awesome, bro. What's up, Kid Graybo? Yeah, I need to speed up this PC. What I really need to do is do this on my other machine, but my other machine is a Linux machine. I don't know. I mean, this is over the internet, so it shouldn't matter. But yeah, bro, I need to try it on the other machine next time. What's up, Jackson Knox? What are blockchain hurdles from creating a comparable graphic intense game like Xbox and PlayStation? You know what, Stan? I don't get that deep into it. I wouldn't know, to be honest, to tell you the truth. I think the biggest hurdles for games are, for at least crypto games, are if people want to use a crypto wallet or not. If they can make it so that using a crypto wallet, like you'd be amazed. Like, I'll have people try to, I do shows on Rokfin, and I love that a lot of people came over, but it was a lot. It wasn't a lot of people that came over to the Rokfin channel. Like, just asking somebody to use a different app is really hard, let alone asking them to use a crypto wallet. So, that's a big thing for people. So I think that's the big thing that's kind of holding back some crypto games. And of course, the biggest thing too is games just take a long, long time to make, right? They take like 2 to 3 years to make properly. The second one has nothing to do with mine, bro. Okay, got you. I wouldn't touch that second one, not for me. Okay, got you. Okay. Thanks, my MySpace UK. So first shrapnel coin, not the second one, and this is the first one here with the gun game. Thank you, Rev. Sorry about that. Crypto related stocks are starting to run as well. Yes, indeed. Shout out to our moderator E. Anybody who got into Clean Spark with me, I've been talking about Clean Spark so long on here, so long. Told you, as Bitcoin moves, so will Clean Spark. And if we just go over here and check it out, you got to go to stocks here. Oops. Oh, sorry. So you see here, we were talking about this boy, $1.77, and look at it now. It's so great, bro. So great. And it's going to continue to go. Let me take off these moon phases because it makes it a little harder to see there. Let me take that off here. Let's go to the 1 day instead. So yeah, we were telling you guys about this at $1.77, bro. Like around here. See, beginning of the year, boy, just boom. And here we are. It just eclipsed its previous high. And there were also rumors that BlackRock has some of this. It's just going to keep going. And another one I told you guys about, and I mentioned to you guys a lot, is BOT. So this one's going to be like, this will probably be the same one. Like, will have some of the same movement. So if you missed Clean Spark, BOT might be a good one for you. BOT doesn't have the trading history of Clean Spark, whereas Clean Spark's been around longer. But this was a deal with MasterCard that got announced with these guys, and they went all the way up to $40-something. And they do crypto custody. My mouse, bro, my mouse. So up to $1.88. I think they're gonna keep climbing from here. But yeah, Clean Spark, I definitely see it in the $30 to $40 range. As you can see here, last bull run, it went up to $41 here. It's going to continue to do that. And again, we got history of that. If you look at Riot, this is another Bitcoin miner. You can track it with bull runs. So first bull run, it was 40 something. This last bull run, it got up to 80 something. These are the cycles, bro. It moves in the cycle of the Bitcoin halvings, just like Bitcoin moves. This chart has more noise on it because I have all my different things on it, but first halving, second halving, this one's a lot more noisy. I need to remove some of this stuff so it's less noisy. But yeah, let's go back down to 4 hours. Okay, so back over here. SEC labeled ICP a security. Do you think that'll affect this price for this bull run? I think the SEC stuff is just like a what's the word? A misdirection. They're just trying to misdirect people off of certain cryptos that actually have a good use case. Like for heaven's sakes, I think they also named LCX, and LCX is one in which it's a member of the World Economic Forum, and the World Economic Forum has a lot of play in this world, we know. So I just think that's a misdirection. Blues batteries. It's just a misdirection. I think we should look less about the SEC and more about who's ICP connected to. If they're connected to good people, if they're connected to people that might be WEF people. I don't know if ICP has any World Economic Forum connections, but if they did, that would probably bode well for them. So worry less about the SEC and more about who, if they have World Economic Forum connections. I'm thinking ICP, since they're connecting to Bitcoin and they're connecting to Ethereum, I think that they're going to be okay. But I would encourage you to see if they have any World Economic Forum connections. If they do, I would say that they're fine. But I'm also tending to think right now that they're probably going to be fine. Yeah, I would not worry about that in the slightest bit. What's up, Italia? Great. Richard Judge, Dogecoin Pop. Doge, there's, speaking about backed, right? They're going to custody Dogecoin. Okay, Jesus Christ, come on. I believe this is the same bot. May not be. Yeah, I think this is the same bot. So, okay, there it is. So if we look, we'll look here. That they're going to do, so they have completely regulated custody, crypto custody, okay? And here, some of the coins that they say they're going to custody are Bitcoin, Ethereum, Bitcoin Cash, Ethereum Classic, Litecoin, Dogecoin, USDC, and Shiba Inu, okay? So what does that tell you about those coins, right? I'm done with NFTs personally. I lost money on NFTs last bull market. Yeah, I'm pretty done with them myself, bro. I don't see myself. I don't see myself getting any NFTs anytime soon. Coinbase seems to be delaying on the sending of cryptos once they're purchased. Are there any central exchange options other than Coinbase for immediate transactions? If you can still use MXC, that might be one. Uphold. You can also use Strike. You can, get your Bitcoin with Strike and then send that to wherever you need it to go. Those are the options I can think of off the top of my head. You can also use Uniswap. Get on Uniswap and buy crypto and then send it via MetaMask to whoever you need. That's also another option. And I think Uniswap, you can connect MetaMask, Trust Wallet, a couple other things. So there's some ways around the Coinbase. What's up, Voice Crypto? I'm talking about a whole bunch, bro. A whole bunch of coins. We talked about Maya Protocol. We talked about Rary. We talked about a lot of coins, bro. A lot of coins, bro. I'll try to recap at the end, though. Let's go. Cold Stack ran back 500 last past days. Yep, that's another low cap one. Let's bring that up. Thank you. Let's go. I still think it might have something in it, though, because the market cap is still low. So Voice Crypto has a channel too. Do you still do content, brother? Here we go. Cold Stack. So this guy might have some more in it, depending on the market. If that's the market cap right there, we probably see this go way further. If this is truly the market cap of Cold Stack, uh, I truly think we see this go further because it's not even a million market cap right now. A lot of it did come way back after going from 4 cents all the way up to 35 cents. But again, guys, this is what I'm telling you. There's so many low cap, low market cap, low cap, and low supply. Low supply before low market cap. Um, but if it has a low market cap, it's almost better because you there could be more room to run. But yeah, this pulled way back. But this is what I'm telling you guys. Like coins under that like 100 million supply thing are really, really, really running right now. And as you can see, thanks for bringing this up, Voice Crypto. As you can see, it's like 4 day moves. Like, and the move's kind of not done, but because I think this probably is going to go further because the market cap is still low. But if you can get in on something like this, that's like a 5x for what, 4 days of your money being there. That's like, and as you can see, I already freaking started. Um, yeah, this is one I was considering adding to the patrons list. You guys, you patrons will get a list before the end of the day's out, I think. I'm going to compile a list with you guys for you guys. Already gave you guys one that I'm really looking at. Like, it's really going to be nice. But you'll get a list before the day's out, patrons. But yeah, but see, this is exactly what I'm talking about. That's exactly what I'm talking about. Thanks, Voice Crypto. What's up, Ace? I'm doing well, bro. I'm doing really well. Any retraces are opportunities. I remember January 24, 23, a lot of cryptos ran and a lot of tokens doubled. So yeah, Cold Stack is one. Shout out to Voice for that one. Kid Graywell, maximum profits for all of us in 2023 till infinity, 100%. Jared Covey with the Rocket, 42K. Hey man, hey, maybe we get to 42. That's what I'm saying. Like, I almost feel like if you're waiting until the halving, at the halving, we might be at 70K. Wouldn't that be hilarious though for all the people that are waiting? Like, wouldn't it be hilarious if we're at a new all-time high for Bitcoin at when it halves? Like, if we're already at 70 when when Bitcoin halves. I'm telling you, brothers, like, man, if you're waiting around, you miss stuff like this. You miss stuff like Cold Stack, right? You miss stuff like Celestia, right? Man, and there's like tons of coins like this that are getting hit right now, right? There are tons of coins. And look at this. This is just a 4 day move. Okay. Just a suggestion, you might want to make your notification sound silent for the screen kind of annoying for the audience to hear all of that on the stream. I know, bro. I tried like like 2 times to go turn off my notifications. It's coming from my different computer. I apologize, Ace. I know it's very annoying, bro. What's up today with Julius? Like again, guys, definitely go check out the Age of Man podcast. Let me bring their stuff up. If I go out, I go out. I'll come back in. Doesn't matter. I really like to give these guys some support. It's more of content in the manosphere, if you will, in that type of area. Of course, come on over to the channel if you haven't liked and subscribed yet. Please do so. We're really close to 16K. We're about like 3 guys away from that. So um, would appreciate it if you come on over here. Age of Men podcast. Definitely come over, check these guys out. You can see Julius there and Nick there. Let me see if I can. Yeah, but look up the Age of Man podcast. Come over to subscribe to these guys. You can see these great topics, great topics, great topics in the manosphere. Okay, so definitely come over, check these guys out. No worries, Julius. So Julius probably already gone, but appreciate those guys and what they do over there, Age of Men. Definitely check those guys out. Getting close to 2K subs, Ruel. Remember being here when you only had 700 and we got you over 100K, over 1K. I remember, Ace. Man, you've been with me since Benzinga and all of that stuff, man. I appreciate every single one of you guys, man. I really do. What do you think about Cubic? What's up, Crypto in Focus? Let's go ahead and check that out. I'm glad Voice gave me that one because I was struggling to think of one off the top of my head. Okay. Is this a new one or is it just not showing on CoinMarketCap? Or is it a oh god, yeah, this is not right. Yeah, Crypto in Focus. Let me know. Let me know if I did that right, or if I need to go over. Let me see if it's over here. Okay, there we go. Of course, people start ringing out like meme coins named the same thing and all of this stuff. Okay, I haven't heard of this one. Let's see here. Love to see who's watching it. Come on, Twitter. Yeah, I keep saying that I'm going to go on and do this on my other computer, and I really do that. I think it would go a lot faster. We're delighted you found this account, but we moved to. Well, if you moved over there, you need to move your links too that you have on whatchamacallit. Layer one, power network aiming to achieve true AI with true finality and speed. Okay. Who's watching? Good amount of watchers. I like the quality of the people that are watching this. Okay, we got some high quality watchers to this right here. So I like it. I like it. I like it. Just right now, how to start this. Right now, the coins that have the lower supply are getting all the movement. Where's the supply? You have to find this on Safe Trade or Trade Ogre. It doesn't have a supply. Okay, I have to figure out what the supply is. Okay, it just worries me a little bit. They don't have a supply that I can see. But yeah, I like people that are following this to do a little bit more research on this. Um, from what I can see right now, uh, that's all I can see. There's no supply listed. Um, a lot of people in my community, followers that I follow, so a lot of good guys that know what they're talking about follow this. So leads me to think that there's something behind it. But I have to do a little bit more research here. Like everybody and their mother is hopping on this AI train. Again, these photos have they have esoteric meaning to them, so they're doing that as well. So they know what's going on. So yeah, I have to do a little bit more research on that. I would have to say right now, I like it just because of the people that are following it, but I can't give any more information of that than that just yet. There's a placeholder for the IBCX, but not a coin issued yet. Okay. And what is that you're talking about, Italia Grape? Is there something that we were talking about earlier? Let me know what exactly you're referencing, Italia Grape. Bro, Bitcoin busted through 39. Let's go. Stan, what's your stable coin of choice for your transactions? I just use whatever's there. Generally, I try to use BT BSDC, but sometimes they don't have BSDC. Sometimes they use Tether. Um, yeah, it's basically whatever they have. I don't prefer one over the other at this point, really. But the one that everybody seems to be going with here in America and with the WEF seems to be USDC. So USDC is probably the one you should probably go with, I would say. Crypto games are trash. People barely play A1 games these days. The gaming niche will be a pump and dump. Yep. And that's exactly what we said over here. Voice, good to hear you say that as well. But over here, we were talking about possibly getting in on some of the pumps and leaving before they dump. Like Miria is one that people just keep pumping, 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 pumping. Um, and maybe that gets to a cent or two. They're following the whole Gala Games model, if you will, Miria. Um, and there are a lot of guys behind this, a lot of influencers pumping the crap out of this. I do think this gets to a higher number, but I say pick for yourself when you want to get out, because people are going to keep pumping this, and based off that Gala model that they're following, I do think that this one can go up some, like for sure. But well, where they start to get chunked, like you have to figure out yourself where you want to get out. Um, that's all I can say about that one. But yeah, um, yeah, the whole gaming sector, and we went over it. We went over it like really a lot, guys. Like there's so many problems in that. Like people don't want to necessarily use a crypto wallet. Like Voice is saying there, people barely play A1 games these days. Like you're asking somebody to stop playing Call of Duty and all of this other stuff, and it's a game at the end of the day. People have drive, so y'all know what we're talking about there. Let's see here. Are gaming cryptos horrible long-term investments? Oh yes, Stan. Yeah, we said this, bro. We said this. Gaming cryptos are very bad long-term investors in my mind, because at the end of the day, it's just a game. Um, Eventually, here, I do believe they'll get the metaverse connected to some of these gaming cryptos, and we'll see something then. But long term, I don't think most of these gaming cryptos are going to stay around. Now, um, the only caveat is if you can find something like Axie Infinity. Axie Infinity had people in the Philippines replace their real jobs, okay, where they were making 3 or 4 times what they were making at their real jobs. So Axie Infinity did something that not many or any crypto games could do, which is replace people's real jobs. And because of that, they brought an influx of new guys into crypto gaming. So unless it's something like an Axie Infinity where it's replacing people's jobs, I mean, it's just another like it's just a game at the end of the day. And like I said, with Miria, um, I see kind of a Gala carbon copy here. They do have nodes that you can purchase, and people know that those Gala nodes did really, really well. And you got like literally, you got like so many influencers pumping the crap out of this. So I really do think it'll see something. But I'm gonna pick my point to get out, and then I'm done with it because I'm not gonna be a part of a dump. Um, what keys should we look for in a successful gaming project? Talked about that a little bit. Thank you, Richard Judge. I appreciate that, bro. Enjoy your weekend as well, man. Is America no longer international influencer, or are BRICS the new kids on the block? And should we follow their moves? I think we should follow a lot of the BRICS moves. It seems like a lot of money is moving over there, um, and it's seeming like the American dollar at some point is going to be supplanted by BRICS nations things. Just look, the Mexican peso went up a lot as far as like its evaluation towards the American dollar. I think that was yesterday. Um, and Mexico is getting a lot of jobs that were going to be in China. They're coming over to Mexico because instead of trying to port something from China to the US, they're just thinking, okay, make it in Mexico and bring it up. So Mexico is looking very promising in the next few years. Their economy looks like it's going to really, really do well in the next couple of years here. Stan, there are some newer gaming coins with heavy hitters on teams like Gafile Games, Games for a Living. But as far as everything I've researched, that's trash. Yep. And Stan, I don't know if you caught our last show, bro. That's one of the ones we were talking about, and there are tons of influencers talking about GFAL, Games for a Living. Tons, tons, and that's already at 4 cents. Um, so really, of games, like there's only a couple that I'm looking at. The patrons got a full list of that. The ones I'm looking at. Um, let's see. But yeah, there are tons of influencers pumping this too. Just tons of them, bro. And it's going to be like, again, pump and dump. Like it's not it is not going to be something that you long term want to hold on to, in my opinion. I really think of gaming tokens, there are going to be very few of them you're going to want to hold on to for a long time. Very few of them. And we went over that on that episode. I don't want to rehash it too much. But yeah. And you can see here it's already starting to get a little chunky in the market cap, and that it's 120 something million. Probably like how much more does it have to go from here? I don't know. These influencers keep pump. But at 120 cap, like, do we think it's going to get to like a billion? Maybe, with these guys continuously pumping it. But if you look at this market cap in reference to Miria, I think Miria actually looks a little bit better. So once you get that like 120 million of market cap, like you're starting to get a little chunky. You know what I mean? It's getting a little chunky. Um, right here is like 80 million. So, you got some more room. Just to kind of put that in just try to put that in perspective. Beam. And Beam's a little different because they're doing DeFi and all of that with it. So there's a stronger use case for this. 480 million. So I think this one has a stronger use case because it got DCG behind it. And it being this chunky is not as much of a problem. But yeah, bro. I took off from content, but now that the bull is back, new videos coming soon. All right, check out Voice, bro. Check out Voice, Voice Crypto. He had a couple videos on Gentleman of Crypto's channel, and life happens, and you take off from content sometimes, but you can see brother's knowledgeable. Definitely check him out. Let's represent around here. Um, why does the community find it difficult to bury a project when performance degradation is apparent? Are people in crypto sentimental? Yes, but humans on a whole are sentimental, right? Um, you miss something and you think, oh man, I'm going to get it next time, and instead of moving on, like there's people are sentimental, like so yeah, uh yeah. So yeah, that's why people find it hard to bury projects. And then there's other factors that go into it too. Like sometimes projects are really pushed by, like, take it for instance, Solana, right? Clearly that was a FUD campaign to get people us out of it. Clearly they pushed it down so that they could invest in it. They knew what was coming with Solana. They knew that that technology was probably eventually going to go into Visa. They fudded the crap out of it, got everyone out of it, got it down to $8, and look at it now. So it's you gotta there's mind games that are also played here, that you have to kind of pay attention to, and we went over this a little bit last week too. Whereas like when all those mind games were played with Solana, what we didn't notice is, okay, or at least what we didn't notice on this channel was, um, they were still in Grayscale's portfolio. Grayscale will still have them in their portfolio. The T-Mobile deal never got canceled with Solana. So, so that was a deliberate FUD campaign, all its connection to SBF and all of that. And they pushed it down to $8, and look at it. And it's probably going to continue climbing, right? So it's people are sentimental. They can tend to go back to things, but at the same time, there's trickery afoot. So you got to just be very cognizant of what's going on there. Like channels like this, I'm going to do my best to try to see through the weeds for you guys. But again, take some of the tips that I've given you, and try to see through some of this stuff. So I don't know about Bricks. I'm starting to think that the entire world is easing us into a whole new economic system with controlling policies and CBDCs. 100%, bro. 100%. And we've been on it. But you can see here, My man voice is he knows what's going on. Definitely check out his content when he brings it back out, bro. Um, you see he knows what's going on, bro. Yes, sir. I'm heavy in the manosphere. New sub here, fam. Appreciate it. Appreciate it. Knockdown boxing, sports, and entertainment. Appreciate you. Um, Stan, because number go up. We don't bury old trash until there's something new to replace it. As long as the community can pump it, the token will live. 100%. And then it's like cycles too. You got the whole cycle thing. Like, take for instance when we were talking about it, when we were talking about gaming, Blocktopia, right? You had so many influencers behind this. They pumped it and they dumped it, and it looks like they're ready again. They're kind of trying to pump it back up again. Here we go. Like there were tons of influencers in this. I'm not even going to name them, right? You can go to the website and check out who was involved with Blocktopia. But look at it. This is a great example, and also a great example why long-term gaming tokens no. 14 cents pumped all the way up from 2 cents to 14 cents and dumped. And as you can see, since gaming tokens have a little rise here recently, it's pumped up from 0.001 to 0.00. So like about 100% or 54. So here it is trying to pump back up here, right? And it probably will pump back up because there's so many influencers who probably still have chunks of a bag where these people probably got in private sale. Like they probably got in at like 0.000, like they probably got in at like 000 something and dumped on people 14 cents and was probably shilling it the entire way through. Shame, bro. Shame on them for that. Shame on them for that. Like this is like literally like stealing from people, honestly. Shame on them, bro. I'm hating the player in this game, like in this type of game. Shame on them. But this is an example. This is an example. Now, knowing that though, well, we can take advantage of the Myria and Games for a Living game. We can go in there and maybe get a 2 or 3x in there, but get out, right? Or otherwise you be a part of a dump, right? You don't want that. So we can see here, and this is kind of a good precedent, how it went from like 2 cents to 14 cents. I'm not saying that Myria will do that or Games for a Living will do that, but there you go. There you go. There's an example. Everyone that missed Bitcoin should just buy Solana at this point. Imagine if ETF gets denied, BTC holders will be destroyed, but nobody wants to say that. Well, I doubt that the ETF gets denied, and no one wants to say it, and people will be destroyed. But what I showed you guys today is projects like Mubi. Like this is what I think is the future, guys. Bitcoin layer 2 or Bitcoin layer 2 projects and Bitcoin attaching Bitcoin to other projects. So multi-bit, which I told the patrons about, and it's continuing climbing. I told you guys about it at like 0.02 something, I believe. This is a project that's taking BRC20s and putting them over on Ethereum. Okay. So multi-bit's first ever dual-sided bridge, dual-sided, designed to easy cross-network transfer between BRC20s and ERC20s. So things like this are going to be coming up, and they're going to be this whole kind of work with Bitcoin, exactly like Ethereum, where we got these interoperable coins, we got these layer 2s built on it, like Stacks, Sovereign, Lightning to a different extent, right? So that's what's happening. And BlackRock, if you know BlackRock, you know that BlackRock CEO Larry Fink is on the board of advisors at the World Economic Forum. So BlackRock definitely, and I think E posted something in our Telegram where BlackRock is literally like 575 to 1. So they got 575 approvals to 1 denial with their ETF. So you can still say there's a chance that it gets denied, but it's so overwhelmingly that is BlackRock applying for it, and all of this other stuff. Like you got Multibit and companies like it building on Bitcoin. There's so much evidence that it probably will be approved that I think that it is probably going to get approved. Um, that's that's something. But there could be something like, oh, it gets denied, and then there's this short, and could there be something like that? Maybe, but I think at the end, there's too much overwhelming evidence for it for approval at this point. Uh, Cubic's founder is the founder of uh, ROTF IOTA. Okay, gotcha. That's why we got so many nice people following it. That's good information to know. Thank you, Crypto and Focus. And yeah, Solana. And just like we were talking about though. Look at what they did to Solana, how they flooded it down to $8. Like, and you had people taking laps on crypto, boy. I saw one person, they posted like, well, look at Solana. This I know somebody who invested in it. They're basically divorced and all of this now. Look at what they did. And they weren't wrong. They weren't wrong. But again, we didn't know what was happening there. This was what everybody was saying, like BlackRock's going to go ahead and they're going to do something and lower Bitcoin and then get in, right? Or lower Solana and then get in. All of that happened with the Sam Bankman-Fried thing. Lower Bitcoin down to 15 something. Lowered Solana down to $8 and something. And I bet that's when a lot of those people, a lot of smart money got in. So I'm betting then now that they're probably not gonna now deny an ETF. I could, like, there's that chance. There is a chance, and now there's this short on Bitcoin, and some people could make money that way. There is that chance of that little chance of that, like that 5% chance of that makes you have a little bit of pause. But there's so much overwhelming stuff in the other direction that's like, okay, at this point, like, I go ahead. That's 5%. That's 95% that they approve it. So I'm taking that 95%. And that the 5% butts me in the butt. Hey, it just does. The gaming sector will blow up. The hype is building. Yeah. Crypto Space UK. I do think, in some respects, the gaming sector will blow up because like literally almost all the influencers are talking about gaming at this point. And I think there's a method to that madness because a lot of these gaming tokens, the supply are some that they can move. Let's go back to Myria. But as far as a long-term investment, I don't think I can do it, bro. I don't think I can do it. Like I'm going to be in here just like to get that straight pump, and then I'm out. Like, but long term, like just take Gala Games for example, and Gala had some other stuff go on where it's like they were involved in a couple of scandals, like CEOs quit or are fighting with each other. There's so much stuff going on with Gala, right? But just taking it as an example, right? They had enough pull, right? They had enough pull behind them to get Snoop Dogg, Ice Cube, E40, and Too Short for their Gala music stuff. And they had The Rock, but he bowed out. He must have found out something or knew something. I don't know. Just maybe, allegedly. But he bowed out. So I don't know if he saw something he didn't like about the people over there and just decided, no, I'm not going to be a part of this, and pulled himself out because they had some stuff with The Rock on their like gala like film or whatever, and he just backed out. So who knows what he found out that made him back out. But look at Gala Games. And of course, there's a lot of the crypto world that you can see gone down like this. And this is not as bad as what happened with Blocktopia, of course, right? But if anything you would think would have some staying power, you would think Gala would. But that's why it's so hard, because at the end of the day, a game is just a game. Like that's the hard part. Um, Whereas with the metaverse, if you can connect the game to the metaverse, like the metaverse ones seem to have had more staying power. So if we get something like Sand, like Mana, those have had more staying power. And of course, again, back to the World Economic Forum, right? Those guys are pushing metaverse. So when it comes to something like this is why it has a little more staying power. Okay. Up to $4, or from like 3 cents all the way up to $7, and pretty much never under 35, right? It's because metaverse, this is where, like, it might not be us, but our kids are really gonna be like heavy on the metaverse, okay? Heavy. And some of these games, like the one that Crypto Space UK just gave us, like Shrapnel. Like I see some of those games are probably going to be connected into these metaverses, and that's why you got companies like, I forget who shared this with us last week. Where is it? Paragon's DAO, where they're doing let me bring this up, guys. Paragon's DAO. They're doing, so they're holding playable assets for the Parallels game. So eventually, keeping gaming assets is going to become a thing, because at some point in time, gaming is going to be like, honestly, I think gaming is going to be how they replace some of the jobs that AI takes. Like, you're literally going to be in a gaming world. Like, you see some of these animes where they're like, they keep programming us with it a little bit, right? If you look at the anime world, they kind of program you with this, with those Sword Art Online and all of these, like, where people are living basically in the game and they're working in the game. This is what eventually will be the happening of metaverse. Um, but will it be this crypto cycle? I don't know. Um, will it be something that we are alive for? I'm not sure. But that I sincerely do think that that's the future, and you can see it first in crypto with companies like this that are custodying playable gaming assets. So um, I agree and I don't agree at the same time with crypto space UK. So, like, and it's funny that that's my stance, but it kind of is. Like, gaming does have a future, but a lot of these gaming cryptos, I don't think will be around. Um, if that if that makes sense to you guys. Um, it's a tough nut to crack. But the ones that have the biggest connection to metaverse are the ones that'll probably be around the longest. I think that's the basis of my premise there. Um, Games that connect to the metaverse will be yay and around a long time, but a lot of these will probably be pump and dumpers. Does the Axie Infinity model have a future with getting paid to play overcome trash gameplay at voice? Um, well, there's a lot of deep pockets. Some of those same deep pockets connected to Axie Infinity that's connected to Bored Ape and stuff like that. Like long term, long term will Axie Infinity be something probably, um, but I'm not sure. I'm not sure what you're trying to get at with your question there, Stan. And if you guys did any on-chain volume with Sol, you'll probably qualify for the Jupiter airdrop. Okay, it's great info. Crypto in focus. Yes, Dan Solana is coming out with Fire Dancer, which will push it to a million TBS. It's game over for other blockchains. Okay. Yeah. And again, we showed you guys last week. Grayscale has a Solana trust. I do believe Solana is going to be one of those ones that gets in the ETF. And I'm kind of sad that I fell for the FUD, bro. I'm kind of sad that I fell for the FUD. Um, that's what I'm saying. We gotta see through certain things like that. I just saw it looking at Cosmos. It popped up. ICBX was on CoinGecko as a placeholder a few days ago. I think that it's related to ICB protocol, but not for sure. Just FYI. ICBX. Okay. Well, ICB protocol is the protocol that Cosmos uses to interconnect all of its blockchain together. Um, I'm not. Maybe somebody's trying to play off of that for a meme coin or something. But hey, maybe it is a project. I don't know. Who knows? Requires a little bit of further investigation there. There it goes. IBC index. But maybe too, maybe this is like something like the Ethereum namespace type of deal. Who knows? I don't know, but I'll keep a watch on it. Have you got two live streams going? Uh, well, I got a live stream going on my channel and on Gentleman of Crypto's channel. So it's like simulcast, and it's also simulcast to uh, X or Twitter. Have you checked out that the US dollar to MX peso conversion is at now $1 to approximately 17 pesos? A US dollar used to be about 23 pesos. Yep. And that just happened like a couple days ago. That's exactly what I'm referring to, Jay. So I was telling people, bro, um, Mexico's coming up in this world, bro. Like, I might have to. Somebody might have to get some property there, bro. I don't know. It's Mexico's coming up, bro. It's coming up. Can can sufflating regulation kill future price bumps? Um, they'll use the regulation however they want to kill price bumps. Um, Stan, like I don't worry too much at all about the regulation because again, I think there's like a central place, um, the WEF, that's like controlling most of this stuff. Excuse me. And the what their push seems to be is cryptocurrency, is CBDCs, is a technocratic transhumanist, that their push is that type of technology thing. They're going to do as much as they can to kind of dissuade us, to make us believe that regulation doesn't want this or that. So they're going to do all they can to misdirect us. But at the end of the day, this is exactly what they want to have happen. Uh, they want cryptocurrency. That's why you got companies like Bot and stuff doing these crypto custody stuffs. That's why you got BlackRock, who, remember, BlackRock was saying, oh no, BlackRock was saying, no crypto, no, crypto's bad, just a few years ago. And now they've moved to applying for a Bitcoin ETF. What? Right? So I think they're going to do as much as they can to dissuade us and make us think, oh, cryptocurrency is still maybe not, maybe it's not safe. I don't know. But at the end of the day, this is what they want to have happen. And you can look at the World Economic Forum and you can look at different companies like Hedera and understand this is what they want to have happen. Without a doubt, this is the direction they're putting us into. Um, let's go bring up Hedera again. Now, if you look at Hedera, it's a cryptocurrency with at least 5 or 6 different Fortune 500 companies that own and govern it. 5 or 6. And they have international companies that are with them. International. When you look at Shinhan Bank and how big they are in Korea, right? And that area of the world. So this is a global thing, that crypto is here and is coming, and it's up next. Okay. So worry less about the regulation, the SEC, because crypto's up next. It just is. So if you look overarching, you see, okay, IBM, Google, T-Mobile, and T-Mobile's global. So is IBM and Google, but these are like global Fortune 500 companies. Boeing, 1, 2, 3, 4. Dell, 5. Did I miss one here? LG. So that's like 6 Fortune 500 companies, bro. 6 of them. And worldwide companies too. When you bring in Shinhan Bank, right? And Nomura. Nomura is Japanese, I believe. So Denton's Kofra, they're old money. Chainlink Labs. Like when you put all of these companies together, you get that this is a global thing. So all this regulation garbage is talk, is noise. That's just what I believe. I remember Blocktopia, BitBoy, and others, and his crew are in it. Yeah. Hit Network probably stole their token stuff. I don't need, but BSV is another option too. Yep, I still own some BSV, and that is another low supply option. And I think I'm going to compile I'm gonna hold on to some BSV because that Craig Wright thing. Remember how we were just talking about the whole sixes, right? And we just brought up Tau, right? Where is it? Oh God. So Tau and Saturn, and it's a whole 6 in the 21 deal. The Craig Wright, Copa. So Craig Wright's thing is supposed to be January 15th is when this thing kicks off. 15th, 1-5 to 6. He also, like, there's a whole bunch of esoteric numbers in this whole Craig Wright thing. So it's letting you know, and it's calling out to me at least, that they're behind it. When I say they, like these people that are controlling stuff. So where is it here? Okay. I can't. Okay, well, let's see. Craig Wright. And he said, and he sent his thing. He sent like some documentation to them on a weird, like, esoteric day too. I might not be able to find it. Okay. Copa trial will proceed January 15th on 5, 2024. 24X. And all defendants in other cases will be defending. Like, I think there's some smoke here. There's some stuff going on here, bro. Like, there's some stuff going on here, bro. So I'm gonna own some BSV because I can see the little numbers and the little signaling that they're doing. So I'm gonna own some of that. Speaking of smart money, what happened to Serum? I was tempted to get in. Serum, I think, I'm not sure. Let's look it up right quick. And we already went over. I think we posted that guy's video. We listened to a little bit of it. Joshua Hensley. He did a really good job of tracking down some wallets that were holding on to Bitcoin Cash. Remember, looking at this, right? What are they custodying? Bitcoin Cash, Bitcoin. So Ethereum Classic. So Joshua Hensley did something where he was talking about he saw 3 big wallets with eCash, Bitcoin Cash, and BSV. So I'm gonna hold at least a little bit of Bitcoin Cash, at least a little bit of BSV, and at least a little bit of eCash. Because it wouldn't shock me if BlackRock kind of pulls them all in a little bit. And we went over that, how Grayscale kind of already has a lot of them in their portfolio. Oh, Serum. That's what we were looking at. So it's still it's at 5 cents now, basically. So it's up a bit. It's doubled. Still low market cap. Probably not a bad buy right here. Probably not a bad buy at all. They'll probably get that back up and running. Reggie Bone, it'll get denied. Reggie Bone, let me know, why do you think that it'll get denied? Give me your opinion on that. because I don't see any reason why it would get denied. Is the Soul Play an investment into the future technology juggernaut or a VC manipulated pump scheme? I'm asking this because both sides of the coin have a voice. Thanks. Um, I don't think it's VC pumping. Uh, yeah, I really don't think it's the VC pumping. They're they still have the Solana phone. Like there's just it's way too much stuff it that Solana has going on right now for it to just be VC pumping. They have the Solana phone. Um, like I said, um, Grayscale still has these guys a trust for these guys. Like there's way too much stuff still holding on to Solana to say now like we were duped basically. That's the only thing like that's the logical explanation now. Like if it wasn't if it was just VC manipulation and Solana's dead and like if it was that then why does Grayscale still have their Solana ETF? Why did they come out with the Solana telephone? So the logic dictates that Solana was good all the time, but what they did to us was FUD it, so they got it out of our hands and they bought it at $8. That's what the logic now dictates to me. Like, as you can see, Grayscale, they have a Solana trust. And I'm sure this Solana trust has gained a lot in the last few months. So logic dictates this is not just some scam type of deal going on there. And I understand where you're coming from with that question, because that's what they did to us. It was a ploy. You know what I mean? Like they pushed it down on us only to so see where was it? Geez, so like how many years has this thing been around? That's weird. I don't know that this is correct, but let's just look at Solana instead. So let's go a day. So the whole Sam Bankman-Fried thing, they got us, bro. They got us. They pushed down Solana and Bitcoin down to a level in which they could come in and buy it. This is the low of all markets. Also coincided with a solar eclipse, by the way, or a lunar eclipse, excuse me. So that whole esoteric part was in there too. There's levels to this, right? So they pushed it down only to bring back up and continue what they've been continuing. Like they Grayscale would not be holding this if it was just some type of scammy type of thing. Yeah, they just wouldn't be holding it. If that was the case, they would have just ended the trust. If that was the case, they would have ended the Solana phone relationship. But instead, what they did is they just pumped it down, and yeah, so they just pushed it down so they could get a better price. That's all that was. How do I feel about stepping? Um, I personally don't have any uh, opinion on that one. Um, those whole games like that, where they come into a problem, is like, can they continue to provide value? That's that's the thing where I always start to wonder with things like, how long can they continue to like juggle having money and then providing a value to um their people for just using it and walking. Like, that's the thing that I always struggle with these type of things. And when I could use KuCoin, I was shorting this boy at $1, and they held out. They held out longer than I could hold my short out. But I was right, bro. I was so right. They held out longer than I could hold my short, but uh, I was right, bro. Um, but yeah, they started at this and they're ending at this, and maybe they go up some when the bull market starts. But I don't understand how it can be sustainable that you can just pay people for walking. I don't know. But so yeah, I don't really have too much of an opinion on that Omen Owens. Um, well, oh, thanks for the super chat I saw there. I got a little bit of out of whack here. I agree with Reggie. They can't free this many slaves right now. They'll deny Kathy Wood's arc as a warning shot and then approve BlackRock's later. Well, see, voice. That's why I kind of disagree with you, because most people out of our ecosystem believe that crypto is a scam, and they still believe that crypto is a scam, even with the whole BlackRock thing going on. Everybody thinks crypto is a scam. Like, like if you were to just to poll like 100 people walking around, that I mean, they would know what Bitcoin is, but they probably wouldn't even know who BlackRock is. To be honest with you, if you ask someone like who Larry Fink is and who Warren Buffett is, they'll know who Warren Buffett is before Larry Fink, when Larry Fink has way more money under his control. So, for the majority of the people, crypto is still a scam, and the CZ thing probably made it even more feel like crypto is a scam. So, for the majority of the people outside of us, they think that crypto is a scam. So, I think it goes through. I think it goes through because still, for the majority of the people, crypto is a scam. And even though BlackRock is, applying for this, even for the normie investors, they're still like, okay, I'll believe it when I see it. Like, so I think for the most people, crypto is still a scam. So if it goes through, I still think, it's still for most people, they're still going to be kind of believe that crypto is a scam until it actually goes through. And even when it goes through, I think they'll be like, okay, yeah, BlackRock has this, but I don't know. because they're gonna be so holding on to what they heard, right? Still that cryptos, there's nothing behind it, blah blah blah. Yeah, I know what stepping is. I'm not sure that they can sustain that. How much stake do you put into the Apple Vision Pro changing the crypto NFT landscape? I did not. Was that those like ski mask things? Like um, eventually, I think everything comes into the metaverse. When that happens, I don't know. Like, I think a lot of these games, and King's mentioned this before, right? Uh, that he thinks a lot of these games, like the Call of Duties and all of these other games, just need to flip a switch and their assets can be moved to the metaverse now. I truly kind of believe that. Like when you look at like what is it the Sandbox, and you looked at Time Warner Group Music Group has a piece of land in there. Like there's just a matter of time before that metaverse just they just turn that thing on, and all of a sudden you got Drake and J. Cole doing a concert in Warner Brothers Music Group on the metaverse, and you're playing your Call of Duty, and then all of a sudden, like with your VR goggles on, and once you're finished playing Call of Duty, you just go with your VR character and walk into your metaverse or whatever. Walk into these connected metaverses. Like that's happening. That's happening at some point in time. Um, so that's why I kind of put a little bit more stock in metaverses than anything else. But yeah, Apple's definitely going to be a part of that because people love Apple. I think that's speaking of Warren Buffett, that's Berkshire Hathaway's largest holding. So yeah, Apple's probably going to get theirs. They're going to get their piece of the metaverse world as well. Even though, of course, they tell you, you know, oh, crypto's Warren Buffett hates crypto and all of this, even though he invests in Visa and different companies that have a foothold into crypto finance. But anyway, can you take a look at TVK? I know TVK, and thank you for that super chat, Stan. By the way, we're going to get to that. TVK, TVK, TVK. I don't know what's up with this today. I think I know what TVK is. Virtua. Not too bad of a supply. 1.2 trillion, or oh God, sorry, 1.2 billion. And 12 is the reflection of 21, right? So no accident there. I've looked at this gaming project before. Um, this guy has been around for a while. This gaming project starting to get hot. It seems. I could have sworn that this was around longer than this. I must be thinking of a different project. I could have sworn. Oh, like Max. There we go. Haha. Yeah. So yeah, this guy's been around for a bit. Starting to ramp back up. Well, if you think it can get back to $1, over $1, right here at 7 cents, Not too bad of a price. Where was it at? Like 2 cents. It's already 3x. Where's the market cap now? Under 100 million. So yeah, it definitely has some room to grow. But I might be tended to look at other projects, only because this one's a little bit older. But I say you have to make your decision there. Let's see who's watching this guy. Gamify Metaverse, which provides immersive social. Yeah, tons of people are watching this guy. Yeah, because it's been around for a while. Um, okay, look at that. Okay, then they've definitely, from when I first saw this, they've definitely improved a lot. Okay. Okay. All right. I have to take a deeper look into this E, but this is cool. This is cool. They've improved a lot from back when I first saw them. Like back when I first saw them, all they had was this little dude. Like this. Where is it? Like all they had was like that little robot avatar, which so yeah, I'll check this guy out. Um, but yeah, I like to see this racer game looks cool. But again, guys, at the end of the day, just games. But if this metaverse can get connected to other metaverses, if they have some connection to these other metaverses, that'll be something to see. Do you have any trepidation with ICP tech, since ICP can function with BTC and ETH without a bridge? Can it suck the life out of them? Quantum computing's vibes, but friendlier. Well, I just think that this bodes really well for it. I don't have any trepidation with their tech. Uh, if this functions the way that they say it does, I think this is really big for them. And as far as everyone said, like ICP does have coders, they do constantly do coding work. Um, so I believe them when they say that they have what they have. So I definitely think, um, yeah, I definitely think ICP is what they say they are. Um, I have no problem with their tech, and BTC and ETH without a bridge is huge, huge. Um, so anyone operating on ICP can now have access to both of those pools of money. That is beyond huge. Like that makes me extremely bullish on those guys. Sol is the only chain with parallel transactions, the TPS and the lowest price. The FUD for going offline was justifiable though. Yeah, I know what you're saying, stranger. It was, the FUD was justifiable, but it's like we didn't look past it though. There was like it was so much FUD. It was like just endless FUD, and they were telling us like that their technology was terrible. Like, because I heard somebody say like their technology was terrible, and now I'm hearing Visa saying that they are going to use them. So like the FUD was so ridiculous and that wasn't, well, now it's a long time ago. But it feels like December of last year. It wasn't too long ago. But it was last year now. So, but back then, the FUD was so strong with Solana, and there were so many people that lost their shirt because you had people investing at like when Solana was at 220 because people were thinking that it was going to go like bonkers. It was going to go past 220, but it drained from like 220 to $8. Like crazy. But they purposely shook out everyone. Like brilliant what they did and shaking one out. But imagine people's lives who were destroyed by that. It's crazy. Kenneth Carter, kudos to you, bro. I'm glad you ain't fall for it, bro. I'm glad some people are out there that didn't fall for it, bro. But I fell hook, line, and sinker, bro. I fell hook, line, and sinker. Like, good show, bro. Yep, Crypto Focus. Appreciate your opinion. Can't wait to join your Patreon. Appreciate it, Omen Owens. Try for the whole show, but I have to roll. No problem. Yeah, we're doing along with it today. Always great to catch you. Love, Ruel. No problem, bro. Mad love and respect to you too, Natalia. Great. Another cool guy who's in the Patreon, drops information, shares information. We have a really cool budding community in the Patreon. I really appreciate and enjoy everybody. I'm sorry, in the Telegram. And in the Patreon, we got a lot of great people too. Really appreciate you, E, and the crew. Live. No problem. Natalia, great. No problem, bro. Isn't TVK connected to ADA? I'm not sure. I saw TVK in May. HBAR is still a tape for play, but tempted to buy more when I get paid. Hey, man, I wouldn't. It seems pretty cool what they got going on there. There's just so many good plays out here, man. There's just so many good plays. But yeah, guys, we went 2 hours. I already knew today was going to be a long show because there was so much going on with low supply cryptos and things going on. But yeah, I'm glad we got this show in. Everybody was really everybody chatted and that was great. And I swear I'm going to try next time to do it on my other computer. And we'll see if it'll be better with that one. Yeah, thank you guys who all made it out. I swear this is a show that I might even have to watch over. So much great information we got in the show. Crypto UK laid shrapnel on us. Voice Crypto gave us card stock that I was going to give that to the patrons. Patrons, I'm going to give the patrons a huge list, at least 9 cryptos that low ones that I'm looking at, but I'm also going to give them an extended list this week of low supply cryptos that I'm looking at. Shout out to the patrons. Great show, guys. I'm out. See you guys. Have a good weekend.